Welcome back, dears. In the last video, I have explained the first three stanzas of how to tell wild animals, and in this video, I will explain the last three stanzas of the poem. The fourth stanza goes like this. If when you're walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it's a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he will give you just one more cares. In this stanza, the poet says that if you are walking in the lawn area of your house and you meet a creature which hugs you tightly, what is it? It is a bear. And she further adds that if you are still in doubt regarding the animal, if you have the doubt regarding whether it is a bear or not, the easiest way is that he will keep hugging and touching you very gently. And this act of his will make you sure about its identity. And you can identify that, or you will come to know that it is a bear. Now let's have a look at the literary devices used in the stanza. First of all, we can find out the rhyme scheme or the rhyme pattern. And as usual in all other stanzas, it is the same. A, B, A, B, C, C. It is yard, heart, there, bear, guess and care. So the rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B, C, C. Then we have enjambment. Enjambment, you are already familiar. That is, we are continuing a sentence to the next line without using the correct punctuation marks. That is called the poetic device enjambment. And here you can see the line, if you are walking around your yard. After yard, we need a comma there. But there the poet hasn't used the correct punctuation mark. So we can say the poetic device used in that lines are enjambment. Then we have alliteration. Alliteration means a repetition of the consonant sounds in the beginning of the word. And here the W sound is repeated when walking. Then H sound is repeated, who and hugs. Then B sound is repeated, be and bear. So we can say the poetic device used there is alliteration. You will be having a doubt why I have used alliteration and H sound, who and hugs. Because there who, when we are saying who, we are not saying it WH. So W is actually, it is partially silent there. That is why we are having the poetic device alliteration in those lines. Then we have assonance. Assonance, you are familiar, that is the use of the vowel sound or the vowel letter. That here you can see meet a creature there. In all words we can see the repetition of the vowel sound E. Then the poetic device used there is assonance. So three are the most important poetic devices. They are enjambment, alliteration and assonance. The fifth stanza. Though to distinguish beasts of prey a novice might not bless, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena this. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. In this stanza, we can see the poet is explaining about two animals. The poet says that for someone who is new to the job of recognizing animals, who are very new in this field, they will be like a puzzle to recognize animals that hunt other animals for their food. They will be really puzzled. The people who are new to this field will be really puzzled with recognizing animals that hunt other animals for their food. And so here the poet tries to help out the readers by telling the difference between two animals, and especially is focusing on hyenas and the crocodiles. Okay, the poet says that hyenas will be smiling, whereas if it is a crocodile, it is always in tears, and both of these animals are dangerous. The literary devices used in this stanza are same like in other stanzas. We have rhyme scheme, alliteration and enchantment. Rhyme scheme is again A, B, C, C, pray, may, non plus des, crocodiles and smiles. Then we have to focus on alliteration. Here you can see the consonant sound N is repeated, novice and non plus, N sound. Then comes the and des. Even though the letter T is visible, we are not pronouncing the letter as T. We are pronouncing it as the and des. So the sound is there. TH sound is repeated. Not only T sound, because we are not pronouncing the T sound. Even though the letter is visible, we are not focusing on simply that letter. We are focusing on the sound, the sound. So the is also not coming under vowels. So obviously it is consonant. That is why we are taking it as alliteration. Then we have enjambment. Enjambment means the continuation of the sentence without having the proper punctuation mark. And here you can see in the first line itself, though to distinguish beasts of prey, comma should be there, but it is not there. So we can say the poetic device is enjambment. And then we can see the crocodile, you always may tell from the hyena des. So the crocodile, you always may, there should be a comma. It is not there. So again it is enchantment. The last answer goes like this. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all, and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, this is the chameleon you see. In this stanza, the poet is trying to mention the specialty of chameleon. And the poet says that the next creature we should focus is the chameleon. And it is a very small creature. And it looks like a lizard, but the difference between the two. Okay, the writer has used a lizard sort of thing. And the difference between the two is that the chameleon doesn't have ears and wings. You might be thinking, why the lizards are not having wings? And why the poet is saying like this? But this is the comic element. This is the funny element in this poem. Okay? The poet is purposefully making some mistakes. And moreover, she says that the chameleon has the ability to change its color according to the surface on which it is sitting. And therefore, if you see a tree and find nothing else on it, then it must be a chameleon sitting on it. And it has changed its color into the color of a tree. The literary devices used in the stanzas are almost same like in other stanzas. The first thing, we have the rhyme scheme or the rhyme pattern, and it is the same A, B, C, C. Small, all, thing, wing, tree, C. Then we have alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sound at the beginning of any words. And here we can see he hasn't. So H sound is repeated. Then we have consonants. Consonants is a repetition of the consonant sound towards the end or in the middle of any words. Okay, it is not seen at the beginning, either in the middle or at the last. Okay, so here you can see single wing, single wing. G sound is in the middle in single and G sound is the last at wing. So G sound is repeated in single and wing. That is why the poetic device is consonants. Let's have a quick summary of this poem. In this poem, the poet is describing the various wild animals, and these animals are very dangerous, and she has introduced them one by one in a very funny way. First of all, she tells us about an Asian lion. And she says that if you are visiting the jungles of the east and there you see an animal which has tawny skin, that is a specialty, the tawny skin, and he roars so loudly that you will die out of fear. And this means that you have seen an ancient lion. Next is a Bengal tiger that she has explained to be a royal animal that at once attacks and kills a man. And she says by adding humor that if this beautiful black striped animal kills you and eats you, then you have surely met a Bengal tiger. After this, she says that if the reader met an animal that has black spotted skin and it at once jumps on him, then it means the reader has seen a leopard. And moreover, she says that if one will cry out in pain, it may be of no use as the leopard will not stop attacking him. Then she moves on to the bear that she says will hug very tightly. And this is a way to recognize a bear, as it kills a person by hugging him very tightly. That is a specialty of the bear. And so she says the bear will continue to hug tightly, and that is the only way to recognize him. And after this, we can see the writer asks a question to the reader that do they know how to recognize bees that hunt their prey? And she explains about hyenas, which she thinks have a smiling face, and the crocodiles have tears in their eyes. And this can be seen when they are killing their prey. And at last, or the last one in the list, is the chameleon. And she says that it is a lizard-like creature and it doesn't have ears and wings just like a lizard. It is just a comic factor there. Okay. And only this can help you differentiate between a lizard and a chameleon. And she further says that the chameleon has the quality of changing its color according to the color of the surface. And so to explain this, she says that if the reader looks at the tree and if he can see only the tree, this means that there is a chameleon sitting and which has already turned its color to brown just like the branch of the tree. So this is all about the poem. It is a very simple and a little funny poem. So I hope you understood it completely, and if you have any doubt, please do clarify the earliest. Thank you for watching.